the most important things that you want folks here just to take away from the conversation and be like, these are the things that, as principals, we're really going to take away in working with folks, knowing that every situation is different?
Just keeping in mind that, are we centering this on the survivor's story or the platform, right? And then also that delicate line between, making sure that all parties are respectful of what's happening in the whole process, whether it's a conference or a post that you co-author together or whatever that is. Make sure there's an understanding on the survivors end of what the story is being used for. I think that's very important.
What immediately comes to mind for me is, we all say, everyone's story is unique. And that's just become almost trite, I think, to say. But don't make assumptions about people. People assume that, Jimmy, you're a clinician because you were sexually abused. You're gay because you were sexually abused. You're this because you're sexually abused. I'm none of that. I'm all of that. I'm some of it. So don't make any assumptions. We all come as we are as individuals. We all have our own backstory. I have other experiences in my life that make me who I am and drive me to do the things that I do. So not making those assumptions and just be open, be curious about other people. I think we can come with some knowledge, right? We know, a lot of things about child sexual abuse and other forms of maltreatment and trauma and adversity, that we can have that kind of as a foundation, but we also need to keep that in check and be like, this isn't you. Okay, if you're willing to tell me a little bit more about you. And maybe that's a second thing. Not everyone with lived experience is an expert. And I may be out of sync with most people's thought there. Just because I was sexually abused does not make me an expert in it. But other people are. Other people have had different experiences and made different decisions. And so just taking people for who they are, and who they want to be and where they want to go.
Danielle?
I would say focus on uplifting that survivor in a trauma-informed approach. And if you're doing that, then you're going to give that survivor a springboard to share their story authentically and to really have that impact